Gorringe, I love you, he repeats, and I know this is definitely real. Only the real-life Evan would know that I would have flitted off into one of my crazy worlds, as he calls them, as soon as he got down on one knee and started speaking. Only the real-life Evan would know that I'd need to go into one of my crazy worlds to double-check this was actually happening. And only the real-life Evan would know that when I returned to this reality, he would have to continue by starting again. I want to spend the rest of my life with you. He reaches out and takes my left hand in both his large hands, holds on to me tenderly, but securely. I don't normally say things like this, so when I tell you that you've made my life so much more than it would have been, and I never want our time together to end, you know I mean it. So, would you do me the honor of marrying me? We're already married, I reply. My husband's face softens from his serious expression into a huge, warming smile. Again, he says, will you marry me again? I slide slowly and gently into silence to savor this moment. His proposal. I was robbed of one the last time around, but this proves he wants to be with me forever. Yes, he's already committed to it by marrying me, but he actually wants to do it. Last time, it was all rather ambiguous and necessary when we decided to do it. January 1997. We'd been lying, fully clothed, side by side on the bed in his small London flat, staring at the ceiling. I'd just told him that the morning after pill I'd taken after the condom split hadn't worked, and I was pregnant. A missed period and 3 tests had told me so. I'd waited until we were horizontal to break the news, because I suspected he'd fall over. Oh, okay, he'd said, before sighing a deep, slightly mournful sigh of resignation and defeat. I'd sighed too, knowing what he meant, how he felt. It wasn't terrible news. It wasn't even bad news. It was just life-changing and unexpected. I wasn't ready. I was sure he wasn't either. But here we were, ready or not. A baby was on its way. We should probably get married, I'd stated. To stop our parents freaking out, he'd replied. Because they would, I'd said. Freak out, yeah. Yeah. Evan didn't realize that when I said should probably, I meant have to. If it was just about me, I wouldn't have cared. I wouldn't have minded not getting married. But after what had happened to our family a few years earlier, what I had put my parents through, I could not do this to them as well. I could not add unmarried mother to my list of crimes. I had to show them that I wasn't who the world thought I was. I was a respectable girl, and I could do things the right way. I had to get married. It's not as if we weren't going to get married at some point anyway, Evan had said, trying to rescue the situation by sounding positive. We might as well do it now. Yeah, I suppose, I'd replied. And 6 weeks later we were married, and that was that. No romance, no story to tell and retell. There wasn't even an engagement ring to show off. Ever since then, I've had a niggling doubt about where we would be if we hadn't been married at the wrong end of a shotgun. Without doubt, if he knew Serena Gorringe at the end of the 80s, if he knew the person who was all over the papers and who had been accused of something terrible, he would not have married me. But he did not know her. He met and got to know the real